Okay, so I've been home for winter break for only one day. Just one day. And I'm already sort of kind of bored out of my mind. I've already read an entire book, The 12 Deaths of Christmas by Marion Babson. It's a really old book. And by really old, I mean like the late 70s. So I guess that just makes me seem really young that I think the late 70s would make it really old. But hey, it was like more than 10 years before I was born. It was like 12 years before I was born, because I think it was like made in, I think it was written in like 79 or something like that. That'd be like, that's 12 years before I was born, you know? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I read the entire book. And like, now in my defense, it was only like 180 pages, so it was really short. But the fact that I have been home for like a day and I already read an entire book kind of like says something about how this break's gonna go. I feel like I'm going to continue being bored. But I'm sure, like, you know, once the holidays get here, like, I mean, it's only like a week till Christmas. 9 days, to be specific. So, like, once the holidays get here, like, I'll be doing stuff. And then, you know, like, me and my friends have plans to, like, go to the city, which, ironic, right? I just came back from New York, and I'm going to go back, to spend some time there, but I didn't go to school in the city. I went to school like an hour outside of the city. But yeah, we're going to the city, between Christmas and New Year's, to do probably very touristy things, but that's okay. I'm always cool with touristy things. We're going to try and go someplace that I haven't been before. We're thinking either the American Museum of Natural History, or the Museum of Sex. We're not sure which one. They both cost about the same, once you factor in, like, student discounts and stuff. So, I don't know. And we'll probably go to Central Park, which I actually haven't done before, which is weird. Like, I don't consider myself, like, a big tourist anymore. Like, I've been to New York enough times to know where I'm going. I feel like once you know how to use the subway system and you're not nervous about it, you're no longer a tourist. And once the idea of going to see the tree stresses you out and doesn't seem worth it, you're no longer a tourist. But yeah, like, I've never been to Central Park, so I guess we're definitely going to go there, because I cannot stand saying I've never been to Central Park. But we're going to try and avoid very touristy things that I've done a million times before, like walking up Fifth Avenue and going to Times Square. They don't know it yet, but we're not going to Times Square. I'm not going to let them, because I'm just tired of Times Square. There's nothing there that appeals to me at all, except for a bunch of, like, stores and restaurants that I can go to here and pay normal prices. Like, why pay $15 for a burger at TGI Fridays in Times Square when I can pay $9 for a burger here? You know what I mean? So, yeah, so I've got things going on, and I'll be doing stuff, but I brought home, like, 5 books to read, which I thought would be enough, figuring, oh, you know, I'll be home for 5 weeks, it's a book a week, but considering I read one book in, like, a day and a half, not even 24 hours, because I started it, like, late last night before I went to bed, that might mean I need more books. I have plenty of books here that I can read, but they weren't ones that I was planning on reading right away. You know, the ones I was planning on reading right away were the ones I had at school with me. That's why I brought them home, and now I'm just rambling. And here's my Christmas tree. It's a giant forest. The last time you guys saw it, it was being put up by my parents, but it looks a lot bigger when it's all lit up and everything. Yes, I did say everything. Yeah, so, yeah.